Hello everyone, this is Kinjal Shukla from the Hanlon Financial Systems Center, and thank you so much for joining in our new video series called as Simply Stevens, wherein we reach out to professors to get their information on latest research and current topics that they're interested in. So on that note, please join me to welcome Professor Steve Yang, who is an associate professor with us at the Stevens Institute of Technology here at School of Business Department. To give a little background about himself, he has done his PhD in Systems and Information Engineering and with a concentration of Financial Engineering. He has always been forefront in research regarding streamlining of risk management in finance using decision tools and artificial intelligence. Currently, he is also the director at Kraft, but for me, he'll always be the professor who has helped me C++, so thank you so much for that. So let us begin our video interview series with Kraft, and if you could let us know what Kraft is.
Yes, I'm so glad that I have this opportunity to talk to you on this research center. So Kraft is the first National Science Foundation funded research center focusing on financial technology. And there have been many IUCSC centers in the country, but this is the first one actually established in business school.
That's exciting.
So as you can see that Stevens Business School has a very unique position, and we focus on financial technology and technology in general.
Yes.
That's so great. For Kraft, our mission is to bring together researchers, industry partners, and also regulators, and to conduct advanced interdisciplinary research.
That's good.
And also bring innovation and also workforce training to the industry.
Yeah. So like you directly want to connect the skill sets of our current students, and it's directly applicable to the financial world out there. Is that what it is?
That's correct. It's not only about research alone.
Yeah.
And so we need to consider the research itself, but also its applicability to the industry, and also consider regulation or many social aspects of technology.
That sounds really interesting. So what I am particularly curious is that since I'm a master's student as well, so wanted to know if the current students are eligible, or what are the prerequisites required, and how can we as students can actively engage in Kraft. That would be like really great.
Yes. Yeah, this is a very good question, actually. I have received many requests from students, not only from PhD students, but also undergrad students and master's students like yourself. And so, it's part of the mission for the center is to train the workforce, right? So we educate our students, and you receive education, and we want you to really bring innovation, right? The technology we develop at center to the industry. Once you graduate, right, you will be positioned to become the leaders of the industry and to lead the innovation and technology.
That sounds really exciting, and it's filled with opportunities. So I would encourage all the masters, PhD students, whoever is interested, please contact Dr. Steve Yang. And from what I've known from my experience, he's hands down the most cool professor, I want to say, because he has helped me in all my silly questions. So you can definitely reach out to him if you're interested in this project. So on that note, do you want to share some latest developments or projects that are, you are interested, or you're currently working in Kraft? That would be great.
Yeah, so in Kraft, I can tell you specifically, we have our research roadmap. Essentially, there are a number of things on our roadmap. Number one is AI and machine learning. So we not only looking at the AI alone, right? So, many computer scientists are doing this kind of work. But for us at Kraft, we're interested in how to explain the AI algorithms and develop the explainable AI algorithms, and also make sure that the tools we use in financial decisions, they are fair, responsible, and also accountable, right? Yeah. So another area is decentralized finance, right? So you heard about Bitcoin smart contracts, all this. And so that's another area of our center's research. And we also have research on quantum computing. How can we use quantum computing for asset pricing and cybersecurity and all these different areas. And particularly for myself, I'm very interested in explainable AI and how can we use the technology to explain the risks involved with portfolio decisions and algorithm trading.
That sounds really interesting. So, Professor, just on that, a follow-up question: if students are really interested to pursue career in all these fields, what sort of subjects you would recommend the students so that they can shape better in our current STEAM's programs?
Yeah, so I would think that we have a number of relevant areas or disciplines at Stevens. So we have financial engineering, we have financial analytics, business intelligence, and information systems, and probably other areas, quantum finance, and certainly undergraduate students they are interested in this kind of research. And so we are right now we actually finished the first round of solicitation about this called Sandbox project.
Okay.
Probably if you go onto Craft's website, you will see Sandbox project's solicitation. And so the idea there is we want to encourage our students to submit their own ideas, innovative ideas, right? Okay. So whether it's a smart contract or green finance, decentralized finance, all the topics, we believe that the students are most innovative. They are open-minded. They are learning. They can generate new ideas. So we want to encourage our students to submit your personal projects or projects with your colleagues, your friends, and so we want to fund those projects. And eventually, we want to connect our students with industry members, right? So they can take those projects and perhaps apply them into their real world problems.
Exciting. So when you talk about projects, like what level of projects, as to what phase of projects are you expecting? Like just one, like a report is fine for you, or you want to see some already working behind it, or like what phase of projects you are currently accepting from students?
Yeah, this is at different levels, right? So, for undergrad students and master students, we expect you to be in general ideas, new ideas.
Exactly.
New ideas. And we also have PhD students, right?
Yeah.
They can also submit their research projects.
Definitely.
And if they want to, dive in certain research problems, and they can submit those projects to us, and then we'll see whether they can be aligned with industry interests, and then we'll fund them not only for 1 year, probably for subsequent years.
That is really exciting, and I hope all students take a note of it, and they can reach out and submit their reports in whatever phase it is to the professor, and he'll take it up from there. I'm sure of that. So I think that's all the questions I had, and just wanted to ask you if there are any future developments or the future phase in craft itself, and like what is basically in line for future for craft. If you could end
Yes, absolutely. This is very important because we just started the center, and as I said at the beginning, it's unique and it's the
one
first
of a kind for sure.
Yes, it is the first one. And so our goal is to make craft the global leader in fintech innovation, right?
Yes.
So we see that competition globally,
Yes.
from Europe, from South America, from Asia. Many countries are spending a lot of money in this. And so our goal is put together a group of industry leaders and universities who will work together and build the first-class research center to advance America's advantage in fintech research and innovation.
I guess that's inevitable, and I definitely am sure that Stevens has the more than enough technology to support this program, because I've seen the technology in finance firsthand, being a financial engineering student, and I am very excited. And hopefully I'll get some idea and I'll be able to reach out to you in that.
That would be great.
Yeah, that would be great as well, because all these topics sound interesting and something I would love to work on. So once again, thank you so much, Professor Steve. It has been really great to talk to you.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So good. Thank you.